This video is for those people who did not get an opportunity to work in a company with multiple types of motors. So today I will show you different types of motors and their description. Here you see it's a submersible pump, single phase submersible pump. Submersible pump is being used in the underground tanks mostly to throw out sewerage water or some other water to somewhere. So these are actually dipped in the water. So this is called submersible pump. This is three-phase induction motor with a gearbox, and this motor can be used with the VFD or we can use it directly also. I'm going to explain and show you some other motors like this. This is three-phase induction motor I told you. So here you can see the number plate. We can use it directly or with the VFD. Here we are using VFD because we need a specific speed. Here you can see the speed of the gearbox. This is also a three-phase star connection motor and being controlled with the VFD. Here you can see this is a special submersible pump. This motor is inside a housing. You can see how long is the housing. You see, this is very unique and rare motor. You can see here, it's up to here. So this is very long, maybe 14, 15 feet motor with the pump. So this is called submersible pump. That we use also in the water treatment plant and some other plants. And that submersible pump is controlled with this VFD. You can see it's Allen Bradley VFD. It's a very big VFD. So this VFD is controlling that submersible pump. This is a small water pump motor. You can see here. It's very small water pump motor that pump the water. This is the water pump motor. This is also induction motor, three-phase induction motor. It's just pumping the water. So this motor is directly connected. This is not controlled by VFD. Just see the movement. It's very slow movement because of the gearbox. So gearbox ratio is less, and see the motor. The small induction motor controlled by VFD. But again I show you the speed of the, because it's running a heavy belt. So it's all calculation of the gearbox with the motor RPM. So controlled by VFD. This is conveyor motor. Again, induction motor, three-phase supply and controlled by VFD. Armor start we can say. This is a VFD. It's a different type of VFD armor start for this motor. Look at these motors. These are servo motors. You can see the cables. These are controlled by servo drives. Servo motors controlled by servo drives, and servo motors are very precise motor, and they are controlled by servo controllers and resolver or encoder. It gives feedback to the controller, and then controller control the speed of the motor. These are very common nowadays, not nowadays, since last 15-20 years, but now everywhere we are using this motors. You can see we call it an axis 1, 2, 3, 4, like this one. So these are very good motors, very precise motor for accurate controlling in millimeters. We use these servo motors. I'm going to show you the controller also. These are the controllers for those servo motors I show you. These are expert company, but there are different kinds of companies. The servo motor, Euro drive or some other company, and the controller as well. So you can see these two cables. So it's a power cable with a supply and controller feedback. Speed of servo drive. This is another servo motor I show you now. Just before, you can see the two cables, motor with the gearbox, and this when the supply is on, this light is always blinking. It shows the power supply is there. So as I said, these are very famous motor in the industrial level because they control the speed very well in inches. I can tell you, I can explain you a lot about this motor, but it will be waste of time because servo motors and servo controller you can easily find. If you Google it, you can find all the details. But I'm just showing you that how it's being used in industry. When you go to the industry, you will find these kind of motors. It has an address also. When you open the terminal box, this one junction box, it has an address also that we need to give. And as I said, three-phase motor. And by the way, these are AC motors, not DC. These are AC motors with a three-phase supply, with a brake supply, and encoder supply. Encoder is inside the motor that gives signal to the controller. This is the vacuum pump that create vacuums that we use in the machine. You can see the vacuum gauge here. So this is a simple single phase or three phase, both are available. So this is called vacuum pump. At last I will show you a small DC motor. You can see this is small DC motor that drives a small belt. You can see drive is running, belt is running. So this is small DC. This is 90-volt DC motor. So that was a small overview of the motors, different types of motor I show you. I hope you will like this video, and I will make another video with more details. Kindly put your feedback in the comments. Thank you very much.